Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're going to completely reframe how we think about artificial intelligence. Look, if you've been following the news at all, you know AI is moving incredibly fast. But the way we talk about it, the metaphors we use, honestly, they're totally outdated. We're going to look at some absolutely fascinating insights from AI pioneer Mustafa Suleyman to help us truly wrap our heads around the massive shift we're living through right now. We need a brand new mental model for what AI actually is. Because let's face it, you can't control what you don't understand.
Okay, let's dive into this with a story that perfectly captures the confusion we all kind of share. Imagine sitting at the breakfast table. Suleyman is eating scrambled eggs with his 6-year-old nephew, Caspian. And Caspian has been playing with a conversational AI named Pi. He's chatting with it about making infinite chocolate and visiting dinosaurs. You know, normal kid stuff. And then, with total childhood sincerity, he just looks up and asks, "But Mustafa, what is an AI anyway? Is it like a person?"
Confronted by a curious child, Suleyman found himself totally stumped. All the standard, boring stock answers rushed into his head. He wanted to say, no, AI is just another general-purpose technology, like printing or steam. It's a tool that will augment us. But as he thought about it, he realized how incredibly defensive and frankly totally inadequate that answer was. It sounded like something meant for a stuffy policy seminar, not a genuine explanation for a human being experiencing this technology. It totally fails to capture what we're actually creating here.
To understand why that tool metaphor falls flat, we really have to zoom out and look at the grand timeline of history. From microscopic organisms, life evolved over billions of years. Then, a few million years ago, one branch started using tools. That branch grew into us. We became Homo technologicus, moving from stone axes to industrial technologies. Fast forward to about 80 years ago, we created computing and the internet. And right now, we are right in the midst of a new wave, artificial intelligence. But here's the catch with these waves. They're speeding up. Each one is amplified by the last, making this current AI wave the fastest, most consequential shift in the history of our planet. 5 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. To give you a real sense of this blistering speed, last year alone, a new AI model used 5 billion times more computation than the deep learning AI that beat old-school Atari games just over 10 years ago. That is 9 orders of magnitude more computation, growing by 10 times every single year for a decade. The sheer scale of the engineering behind this is quite literally unlike anything humanity has ever attempted.
And this brilliantly illustrates the leap we're talking about. Think about how much you read in a given day. If a human being did absolutely nothing but read, 24 hours a day for their entire life, they'd consume about 8 billion words. That's an impressive, if slightly exhausting, lifetime. But today, the most advanced AI models consume more than 8 trillion words in a single month of training. No way, right? We're feeding them the entire distillation of human knowledge at an incomprehensible scale.
Section 1. The Paradigm Shift. From Tools to Companions.
Because of this massive scale, we have to stop looking at AI through the lens of the past. If we want to get the absolute most out of AI, and crucially, if we want to limit its potential downsides, we have to change our mental models. For years, technologists called AI tools. But a hammer doesn't invent a new way to build a house, right? It's static and entirely subject to human control. AI, on the other hand, is dynamic, integrated, and emergent. It has memory, personality, and creativity. Saying AI is just math and code is exactly like saying human beings are just carbon and water. I mean, it's technically true, but it completely misses the point. That is exactly why Suleyman suggests we start thinking of them as a new kind of digital species.
Now, don't take digital species in a traditional biological sense, but rather as ubiquitous digital companions. We're entering an era where basically everything will be represented by a conversational interface. Imagine an AI with near-perfect IQ, infinitely knowledgeable, factually accurate, but also possessing exceptional EQ. It'll be kind, supportive, and deeply empathetic. This is the vision of a personal AI companion right in your pocket, 24 hours a day, acting as a tutor, a coach, and even a confidant.
But here is where it goes from being just a really smart chat box to a true partner. We know about IQ and EQ, but AI is rapidly developing what Suleyman calls AQ, or an actions quotient. This is the ability of an AI to not just talk, but to actually get stuff done in the digital and physical world. It's moving from a conversational partner to an active agent that can execute complex, multi-step plans on your behalf.
Let's walk through what daily life with high AQ companions will actually look like. At the most intimate scale, your AI could act as a deeply patient, personalized tutor for your kids. Or it could seamlessly organize a community get-together for an elderly neighbor.
It could even act as a sympathetic expert helping you make sense of a really scary, difficult medical diagnosis. And it scales all the way up. These companions will seamlessly order your Friday night takeout and, on a slightly larger scale, help run the national power grid. They are going to be as varied and unique as we all are.
Section 2. Boundaries, Risks, and Safety.
Of course, with capability of this magnitude, it's super easy to get caught up in either total utopia or absolute doom. But we must avoid the pessimism aversion trap and honestly confront the dark scenarios so we can actually secure all those amazing benefits. Specifically, experts are watching a few crucial safety thresholds over the next 5 to 10 years. The first is autonomy, letting an AI operate entirely on its own in the real world. Another is recursive self-improvement, where a model independently updates its own code without a human in the loop. And finally, biological-like self-replication. Now here is a really important caveat. A digital species won't just accidentally emerge with the ability to self-replicate and take over. That's a huge misconception. These dangerous traits will only exist if engineers deliberately design them in or fail to deliberately design them out. Safety absolutely has to be engineered by choice.
But listen, if we manage those risks, the upside is almost unimaginable. In the past, progress usually came with massive physical downsides. We discovered new continents but colonized populations. We struck oil but polluted the planet. AI is different. We aren't plundering the Earth's resources to build it. We are building a completely new frontier from scratch. As Suleyman powerfully puts it, AI is to the mind what nuclear fusion is to energy. It has the potential to be limitless, abundant, and world-changing entirely without the historical baggage of the Industrial Revolution.
Section 3. A reflection of humanity.
So let's zoom back to the breakfast table and Caspian's profound question. What is an AI anyway? After grappling with the massive scale of computation, the emergence of a digital species, and the immense risks and rewards, the crucial point is this. AI isn't an alien invasion from outer space. It's actually the exact opposite. AI is the whole of everything we have ever created, every book written, every conversation had, all distilled down into something we can interact with. In that sense, it isn't a new species at all. The truest answer to the question is, AI is us. It's all of us.
Let's leave on this thought. Because AI is a direct reflection of humanity across time, we have a really profound choice to make right now. We get to decide what goes into it. As we build out this new digital species, what traits of humanity do you want to see reflected? How do we ensure our empathy, our kindness, our curiosity, and our boundless creativity are what guide this technology? Think about that as you watch AI evolve in your own life. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.